Hey, I'm Colin Parsons and welcome back to my channel From Business with Love. So if you've not been here before, I am a man who is trying to basically build his own business. I've worked in finance for 28 years, was let go of my job recently and trying to build my own business. And this channel is very much used as therapy to talk through, get some of the things that are out in my head and out there, out in the open, but also to share with maybe people starting their own business, to understand the real side of business, not the fancy social media side where everything was a success or it was a failure and then everything was amazing and I made billions of pounds. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to share is the struggles along the way, not in a negative way, but in a realistic way, and basically voice some of the things that I'm going through. Now, hopefully that will give people some hope. Now, this week, I wanted to talk about profiling. So if you've listened to the channel or watched the channel in the last couple of weeks, you'll know that I have a business and career coach, and she does this profiling. Now, it's something above and beyond things like the Briggs-Meyer and the 16 personalities, adds another layer to the personality and understanding yourself. Now, she talked about it, and I really thought that I wanted to find out more about myself, because oftentimes I have these ideas or thoughts about myself and I kind of get wrapped up and I think, oh, is it actually aligned with who I am? So I spent time working on my values and understanding me as a person, but I'm always interested to know more about me and where some of these actions or subconscious activities come from. So we did the questionnaire 2 weeks ago and she built my profile. We had the conversation about the outcome yesterday. Now, I can't give you a full report. It's not because I don't want to. It's just that we haven't shared all of the information. Effectively, there's 9 categories. There are the strengths, there are the boosters, and there are the energy zappers. Now, there was a lot of information in that session. I came away feeling, if I say a little bit drained, that isn't a reflection on the session. It was more around taking on that sort of information and trying to be introspective, as in what she was showing me. I was trying to see if that aligned with how I saw myself. And yes, there were definitely things there. Some things I had to make a bit of a leap. But I don't have all the information. She shared them kindly today. And my top 3 are communication, which I kind of already knew. Didn't think as a child that I was very good at communication, but since starting this channel and also doing quite a lot of stuff on LinkedIn video wise, and kind of wanting to start something like a podcast or something visual, I can really see that actually communication is pretty much one of my strong suits. Obviously, that doesn't mean I'm an expert, but something I really want to communicate to other people. Now, the second is strategy, and it's about looking at things and providing a strategy. And aligned with that, obviously, is the communication. So there's definitely some benefits there. And the final one is analysis. So I like to look at things, break them down, find patterns in data, etc. So it's quite limited. There's a lot more depth to it. I'm just giving you an overview. Now, I think I was a bit disappointed. I was hoping a wealth would be up there as a strength, because I seem to be obsessed about businesses. I seem to be obsessed about understanding strategies for making money. I've not to this day charged 1 penny for anything that I've actually done other than being an employee. So I'm not sure if that's a block in my mentality. And I was hoping that wealth would be up there and it would be something that helped me believe a bit more in myself. Now, strangely, just because wealth isn't one of my strengths, it doesn't mean that I'm not very good at it. It means that actually doing those things like communication, strategy, and being an expert can actually bring wealth. And if I get all of those things and I focus on those, then hopefully the wealth will come with it. Now, I don't need to be a billionaire. I gave up that mindset some time ago, but I do need to earn money, and I do have a vision of a lifestyle that I want where it's balanced enough that I enjoy the work that I'm doing. I am rewarded for that, and that allows me freedom and flexibility to do the things that I want to do, spend the time with my children. So the session was good, as I say. I think there's a lot more information to follow, and I think it's not just, okay, this is a one shot. It's effectively themes and patterns that will come out over time as I continue my coaching with the coach. So in terms of jobs, I was hoping maybe that it would reveal some other aspects, or that there's one unique thing that I should do, but there's multiple areas. So I think I'm still on the right path. Hasn't changed my business decision. I just maybe need to tailor it to in a way that clients see what my strengths are and they pay me accordingly. So that's it really from there. What else have I been up to? Okay, that was it. So basically making myself more productive. So productivity can be one of those things where you think, oh, I'm not being very productive today, and my days kind of go like this depending on what's going on. But I know that there's things that I need to do, and I've been fairly consistent, I would say, on posting on LinkedIn, engaging with people's comments and asking questions and trying to build connections. So it seems good. Obviously, I need to build content myself. I've done that. There's a bit of a backlog, so I've got some grace period, but I need to continue to work on that. Now, technology has been slowing down in my house. The computer I've been using is something like 5 years old, and I've purchased a new computer. Now, something I've desperately wanted for quite some time. I've denied myself that luxury, but I ordered one, and it came this week. In fact, yesterday. I started using it, and man, it just makes me feel great. It makes me want to go over to the computer, tap away on the keys, make myself feel productive. And it gives me some other incentive to go and do the work. And sometimes when you're not feeling quite yourself, you've got to get over that feeling and give yourself a bit more motivation. So I see the computer over there. I'm still learning. It's a different one than I was used to. And yeah, it's just fun and enjoyable. And I think if you can tie fun and enjoyment to being productive, then you're much more likely to succeed at it. So that's it for this week. The only other thing that happened is my parents came over to Luxembourg to visit, and that was amazing. I focused on speaking to them, spending time with them, and really connecting with them. And I heard a long time ago that we don't get to spend enough time with our parents. So most of the time that we're going to spend with them is over by the age of 17, and everything then is quite limited. So I really enjoyed spending time with them, understanding them, giving them a bit of an update about me and my situation, just understanding a bit more about them. And we talked quite a lot, and it was amazing. So I'm very grateful for them for making the effort to come over. Things obviously took a back seat because I was spending time with them, but I see that as time well spent. So that's it for me. If you want to know anything more about the profiling, or you want a link to the coach, I'm sure she'd be more than happy to help other people. Now, if there's anything else, put them in the comments below. If not, I will catch you next week. Cheers.